I'm proud to welcome all my residents to the annual CERT Emergency Disaster Preparedness Training. I have taken the training myself, but this is about our 6th year of existence, and I'm very grateful to Lisa Derdarian and the members of the fire department for being so gracious with their time and resources and making sure that District 1 residents are trained. We've had over 400 residents trained to date, and I just give this training every year because it's a reminder that, disasters are going to happen. We don't know when or where, and I just want to make sure that everyone is prepared.
What we have our folks here today doing is just going through special exercises and things that you can do, such as how to shut off your power or how to shut off your gas whenever there's an emergency. They're also learning how to move heavy equipment. They're learning how to put fires out with fire extinguishers. They're just learning several self-survival skills, which, once again, if there is some sort of disaster or an emergency, then they can have the ability to take care of themselves for really up to 72 hours is what I target, is that they have the right materials, the supplies, and things that they need to have in order to keep them and their families safe until we can get to them.
I'm part of the CERT program for the City of Pasadena, and I'm going to be teaching how to use your fire extinguishers and teaching the citizens how to use their fire extinguisher in the workplace, home place, any kind of place.
My name is firefighter Steve Oconee-Trio, and I am a member of the Pasadena USAR team. And my station here today is heavy lifting, and what we demonstrate is with the proper equipment and techniques, you're able to lift up 4,000 pounds safely using pry bars and fulcrum. And why this is important is in a natural disaster, you may have a dresser, a piece of wall, or something that you may have to lift to rescue your neighbor.
This program is really a very essential part of the community. Each individual should get involved and to learn and to apply if we need these emergency services.
I'm here to learn a little bit more about emergency preparedness in my community. I have learned a little bit about this in other communities where I've lived, but I wanted to see what's special and unique about being prepared for emergencies in Pasadena, so that's why I'm here.
This is also a precursor into a larger certification and training that we take our residents through, and that is the Community Emergency Response Team. And this is a team that can go through 21 hours of training, and they can then deploy with us or come to certain scenes and areas with us to help us serve the community. So if there is a major disaster, then we would use the residents that have gone through this 21 hours of training to partner with us to deliver our services in the community. So this is just a win-win for our entire area. It's something that we're very proud of in the city of Pasadena.
We really want to teach people to help them to sustain at least 72 hours after a disaster. This is a 4-hour overview where hopefully it'll entice the participants to sign up for our 21-hour FEMA curriculum, which we'll be conducting in March.
In your cell phones, in capital letters, and some of the newer phones have it pre-programmed, ICE, so you don't need to have the password to get in it. It's the only numbers that you can access without a password. But in capital letters, I want you to put ICE in case of emergency. Our paramedics are trained to look in your phone and call who you have listed under ICE. If somebody's blowing a whistle, you pay attention to, right? So keep them with you in your desk drawer, at home. If you're out hiking, walking, you blow a whistle, people pay attention to it. So very important that you have that with you. If you buy a nicer, more expensive flashlight, store the batteries somewhere else. Otherwise, they may get corroded and it's going to ruin your flashlight.
It's really, taught me a lot, and I want to come back here and join it again or try to join this task force.
The reality is, folks, we have 8 stations in the city of Pasadena, 47 people on duty a day, and only 4 rescue ambulances. 4. Okay? If we have a natural disaster, on a regular basis, we're busting at the seams. We can barely keep up with the need right now with the amount of resources we have. In a natural disaster, when you call 911, do you think you will get through? No. You will not. That's why we're here today, is we hope You got to realize we might not be able to respond, number one, because we don't get out of our fire station. Number two, we have found something that is much more significant than your either medical emergency or structural emergency, because we're on a large-scale fire with a collapsed structure with people trapped. Top priority for us. But if we find one of those, we're going to be committed there. That will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 1 block square in the building. The entire potentially Pasadena Fire Department could be committed to, and we're waiting for other resources to help us when they come in. And now we're looking at you folks, which are those resources. What can you do for 72 hours before the federal government gets involved? FEMA is activated and they can get nationwide resources, statewide resources in here to help us in our own city while we're dealing with something. We're going to be requiring you to do it.
My goal today is personally to sharpen my skills. I'm a member of CERT in several other communities, and I do search and rescue on a volunteer basis already. I'm also a member of the Light Search and Rescue team at Raytheon in El Segundo. Therefore, it is important for me to keep my skills sharp so I can serve our community. And this is a great place to do it because we all love Pasadena.
A great showing of support today. Work hands-on with our fire personnel. And we appreciate the council member sponsoring this today.
I'm glad everyone has had an opportunity to take advantage of the training and that it's so well received by members of the district.